Good morning students, welcome to day 15. In today's class, we are going to discuss the next topic given in NCERT, that is mutations, and after mutations we will come to genetic disorders, in which we are going to discuss again things like pedigree analysis, all these things. Okay, so first we will discuss about mutations. Okay. You know, normally mutations nothing but that is a change in the nucleotide base of the DNA. Okay. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಒಳಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆದಾಗ unwanted changes or characters going to express in the that is previous class which we discussed in the previous chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance ಒಳಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿವಿ, sickle cell anemia, and even that is in this chapter also again. Okay, so change in the single base pair, or that may be 2 or 3 base pairs, 1, 2 or 3 base pairs. Here type noted mutations ಒಳಗ, that is point mutation and frame shift mutation. ಅದೇ ತರ point mutation nothing but change in the single base pair, exchange ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, and frame shift mutation is nothing but change that is deletion or insertion of 1 or 2 or 3 base pairs, like that. Multiple of the base pairs are going to add or delete, like that. So that is here mutation. So first we will go with the definition and then we will discuss. Here it is in short again given in this chapter about mutation. Mutation, sudden change ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು definition ಒಳಗ easy. So the definition which is given in NCERT is the phenomenon, mutation is the phenomenon, okay, which results in alteration of base sequences, alteration of base sequences of, that is DNA. Okay, base sequences of DNA, or that is base sequence normally sequences of DNA ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, DNA which results in change in genotype. You know genotype now, genetic makeup of an organism. Genotype and phenotype of an organism. So definition for 1 marks is ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಅಥವಾ sudden change in the sequences of DNA is called mutation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. Short definition, that is sudden change in the sequences of DNA, that is mutation. So definition here is the phenomenon in which that is the phenomenon which results in alteration of base sequences, okay, or sequences of DNA that results in change in genotype. Change aytandre phenotype change agi agtade. Genotype is that is our genes which are inherited from our parent. So genes ಯಾವ ತರ ಅದಾವ ಅದೇ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. So change in genotype and hence nothing but phenotype of an organism, whatever it may be. Okay, that is lower organisms ಇರಬಹುದು, plants ಇರಬಹುದು, animals ಇರಬಹುದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅದರ ಫಿನೋಟೈಪ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದರ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, like mutations, that is like recombination, mutations also leads to variation. Parent ಇಂದ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗ, that is variation. Okay, so like recombination, what is recombination? You know, new parent, that is parental type ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ, ನಾನ್ parental type of offsprings ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, that is Morgan's cross A, cross B ಒಳಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ recombinant type ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ recombination percentage of recombination was more due to that is non linked genes, ಅದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So like recombination ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ತೋರಿಸೋ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ, that shows recombination also shows variations. Like that mutations also leads to variation. Okay, now after that mutations has two types. It has two types. First nodid already last, that is molecular basis of inheritance chapter olaga point mutation. You 1 marks ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ 3 marks ಗೆ ಏನು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ define mutation and write its types like that. Okay, so point mutation, that is mutation caused due to change in single base pair. I will write it short. Single base pair is called point mutation. Okay, that is this example bartada. Example, sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia, SCA, that is in which the shape of the RBC is sickle shaped, crescent shaped, half moon ant helidri. This disorder is again for our studies in detail just in the next few classes. That is one. So sickle cell anemia is caused due to change in only one base pair. You know, that is hemoglobin chain made up of, that is two types of chain, alpha and beta. So two types of alpha, that is, and two types of beta. Beta ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ at the 6th position due to change in only one base pair. Instead of glutamate, valine is going to add. Okay, a valine add ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕ, you know already protein formed by 20 amino acids. Okay, so 6 amino acids ಆದಾಗ beta chain of hemoglobin ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 6th amino acids ಆದಾಗ glutamate amino acid ಜಾಗದಾಗ instead of glutamate who is going to add their valine, and due to which the structure of or form of RBC changed to this shape, sickle shape. RBC normally ಈ ತರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, that is one. So but that changed to this type of structure, and that is called sickle shaped structure. ಎದ್ರ ಸಲ change ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ due to change in one base pair. Unwanted amino acid is added in the beta chain, that the protein chain. Amino acid 20 amino acid ಇರ್ತವೆ, one protein ತಯಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ, like that hemoglobin ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ತಯಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ, like that. So it is definition for point mutation. Coming to second type mutation, frame shift. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗ್ಯದ. Frame shift mutation. Remember here change ಆಗ್ತದೆ, exchange you can write here. Okay, for example CAG is there or GGG is there. GGG ಇದ್ದಾಗ just change in this G, instead of G there will be C. Now it becomes GCG. So it will code for one type of amino acid and it will code for another type of amino acid. And hangagi nature of amino acid change ಆಗ್ತದೆ, type of amino acid change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So there is exchange of a single base pair. Okay, yaudri in place of G what is placed here, C, like that. So frame shift mutation ಒಳಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. In a frame shift mutation, here addition or deletion of base pairs occur. That is one. Frame shift mutation. Okay. Mutation caused due to insertion. Word given in insert addition ಜಾಗ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಿ, insertion or deletion. Insertion or deletion of base pairs. Base pairs, insertion or deletion of base pairs. ಈ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎರಡು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಮೂರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, definition particular given in that is molecular base of inheritance chapter, like that. So frame shift mutation ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, mutations caused due to insertion or deletion. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು insertion is gain, deletion is nothing but loss or gain of base pairs. again leads to frame shift mutation. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ frame shift ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, that is of base pairs and leads to change in sequences of nucleotides of DNA, nucleotides of DNA. ಯಾವ ತರ ರೀ? For example, G is here and again AUG is here. Okay. Now in case this G is deleted, you know codons are already read in, that is a triplet form. G ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ delete ಆದ ನಂತರ GGA ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Now GGG will code for, that is A type of amino acid, for example. Now GGA will code for B type of amino acid. In ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ G ಇತ್ತು. Now these codons are already triplet, it will code for what? A type of amino acid. ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರಲಿ XYZ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಐತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, that is okay, 64 codons ಅದರೊಳಗೆ. GGG triplet form ಒಳಗೆ ಐತಿ, A type of amino acid ಗೆ ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. Now codons are reading triplet always GGA ಆಗ್ತದೆ, GGG ಆಗೋ ಜಾಗದಾಗ GGA ಆಗ್ತದೆ. And now this GGA will code for some different amino acid like B. So ಹಂಗಾಗಿ amino acid change ಆಗ್ತದೆ in the protein chain. Okay. So ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮೂರು ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Now again it became finally GGG. ಬಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯದಾಗ ಏನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತ್ರಿ? GAU ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ. ಮೊದಲು ಇವು ಮೂರು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ವು, ಇವು ಮೂರು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ವು. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು G ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು A ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆ ತರ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಎರಡು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, GGU ಅಂತ ರೀಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. GGU. Now it will code for some different amino acid, for example C. ಆ ತರ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ and even reading the frame is also changing, shift. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ತರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? GGG AUG. In case G delete ಮಾಡಿ, ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಓದ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಇದಕ್ಕ? reading the frame also changes here. GGG AUG ಅಂತ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ತರ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ? It shifts GGA. Okay, and now this will code for one amino acid and these two will not code for any amino acid, like that. So here reading the frame is also going to change. GGG AUG ಇದೇನೈತ್ರಿ ಈಗ? GGAUG, because it is triplet. Okay, always it is read in triplet. So GGAUG, like ಇದ್ರ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ one less ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ continuously triplet ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ. Now in case this is deletion, okay, addition ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ AUG. Now GGG AUG, for example in case ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ C add ಮಾಡಿ, GGG will code for A type of amino acid and AUG was going to code for B type of amino acid. For example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಗೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಎರಡು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮೂರು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ GGG ಈಗ ಯಾವ ತರ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು AUG ಅಂತ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ ಮೊದಲ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ reading what? Triplet form. CAU will code for C type of amino acid, different one. And now this G will remain separate and it will not code for any amino acid because codons always read or recognize the amino acids in triplet form. Translation ಒಳಗೆ ಓದಿರಿ, tRNA, adapter, molecule ಆ ತರ. Okay, so here this is nothing but addition, insertion ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, okay, or gain ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮೊದಲಿನೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ರೀ, ಡಿಲೀಷನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಆಫ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೇನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ನಾವು GGG ಮೊದಲು ಏನಂತ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ರಿ AUG, ಇವಾಗ GGG CAU, isn't it? So that is reading the frame also shift, frame shift ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, reading the frame changes. So this is nothing but frame shift mutation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ change in single base pair. Okay, but frame shift mutation ಅಂದಾಗ change exchange ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, add ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ delete ಆಗಬಹುದು, simple. And add and delete ಆಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಏನು ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಐತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್. and exchange ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್. Okay, example for sickle cell, that is point mutation is sickle cell anemia. Now here next points of this one. The change in gene sequence of chromosome. Chromosome में इर्तोरी वाला gene, okay? Of chromosome. DNA thread condense आगी chromosome ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, okay? So the change in gene sequence of chromosome called chromosomal aberrations. Chromosomal aberrations. Aberrations. Okay. Next point given in the book. Aberration is something but abnormality. Chromosomal abnormality. Idರಲ್ಲಿ character changes ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Okay, for example, eye color. Okay, that is formation of the throat, voice box. Totally agree. That is one. That is pharynx ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Voice box of humans. That is one. So ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಐತಿ, ಆ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಜೀನ್ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾಗ ಆ ಜೀನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ಅಟರ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ನಾವೇನು ವರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ದ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮಲ್ aberrations are seen in cancer cells. The point given in NCERT, cancer cells. A cells ಒಳಗೆ total chromosomal aberrations ಆಗಿದ್ದಿರ್ತದೆ. Okay, so that is it. After this, mutations may cause or occur due to, okay, that is physical mutagens or chemical mutagens. Okay, before that I will write one point. The agents which induce mutation, mutations are called mutagens. This is again one more question. Mutagens. M-U-T-A-G-E-N-S. The agents. Okay. या ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವೇನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ರೇಸ್, ಹಾರ್ಮ್ಫುಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿರೋಶಿಮಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಗಾಸಾಕಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಸ್ಫೋಟ ಆಗಿತ್ರಿ ಅದು, that is due to that harmful radiations or chemicals, due to that bursting of the bomb. Totally ಇವಾಗಿನ ತನಕ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಐತಿ, they suffer from the skin cancer, all these things only due to what? Because the parent already exposed with those rays or that harmful radiations or chemicals, and whatever the progeny or offsprings produced by them, okay, they also inherited those mutated genes to their offsprings also, like that. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ರಿ, that is radiations, harmful radiations were exposed by the parent, and those parent genes were affected, and those genes are transferred to their again children's, and that is nothing but mutagens. A chemical in rays adavri, those are called mutagens. So the agents which induce mutations are called mutagens. The mutagens may be physical or chemical. Okay, again mutagens are of two types. I will write here two types. You separate barkori. Mutagens are of two types. First I will write physical mutagens, second chemical mutagens. Very simple to remember. First, physical mutagens, nothing but, you know, UV radiations, UV rays, then alpha, beta, beta, gamma rays, like that. Even X-rays. Okay, X-rays no extra baribod new X-rays. These are nothing but harmful radiations. Okay. And second, chemical mutagens. Chemical mutagens ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ರಿ ಉಪಳ ಪಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋರಿ. ಮಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, okay, phenol, formalin, like that. Formalin. These are what? Chemical mutagens. These are the things or these are the agents which can cause mutations in the living beings, like that. So idu radiations, you know already, these are harmful. And these gases, mustard gas, phenol, and that is formalin, this is chemical. So chemical mutagens type ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಒಳಗ. What is mutation and write the type of mutagens, and what are mutagens, write their type. ಈ ತರ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ನಿಮಗೆ. 2 marks question it is. Okay, now physical mutagens ಒಳಗ UV radiation, alpha beta, gamma rays. Okay, confuse ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, gamma rays. Okay, and X rays, like that. Now after completing mutations, now the next heading in the NCERT is genetic disorders. Again, very interesting topic now. In that we are going to discuss about first, that is pedigree analysis. First it is, that is genetic disorder heading ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Genetic disorders. Okay. Here we will discuss first pedigree analysis. Now what is this pedigree analysis? Remember, every family is having a trait or a particular character that is abnormal, like that. Okay, it is not compulsory in every family, like. So ಕೆಲವೊಂದು family ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, that is a few diseases are transferred from generation to generations, that is abnormalities or that traits ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. trait nothing but character. again ಆ diseases one generation ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು generation ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. and ಆ disease ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಈಗ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, pedigree analysis. Analysis means, you know, that is checking one, examining, that is one. So that is, it is nothing but, that is total, it is pedigree analysis. It is a method utilized to trace means to examine, find out. Okay, it is a method utilized to trace a particular or specific particular trait in several of generations, of a family. The last term is important. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಇದು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್, it is utilized to trace. Okay, this word is very important. Trait in several of generations of a family. Past generation, one family again. That is maybe 4th generation, 5th generation, 7th generation, 10th generation ತನಕ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. Because you know already these disorders are again based on the chromosomes only. That may be autosomal chromosome, allosomal chromosome. Okay, you know autosomal and allosomal, that is sex chromosome and body chromosomes. ಆದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬರ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮದರ್ಲಿಂದ ಸನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, and even that is, and from mother to daughter also, that is chances, and even from father, okay, father ಲಿಂದ ಸನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, that is chances are by Y chromosome, and father ಲಿಂದ daughter ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದಾಗ only from the X chromosome, that disorder related to X chromosome. So that we are going to study here. Okay, so it is utilized to trace a particular, to trace the inheritance of a particular or specific particular trait in a family, or you can write, in other words, it is the family history, represented by, using symbols which shows specific, particular, okay, specific trait, which shows, I will write here, which shows inheritance of a particular trait in family or in a family. ಯಾವುದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನೀವು, ಇದು ಬರೀರಿ ಅಥವಾ NCERT ಒಳಗೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಬರೆದೈತಿ. And the last line given in NCERT is, that is here the expression or inheritance of a particular trait is assembled, and the group assembled or represented, the new word come here, in the family tree, over generations, using some important and standard symbols, okay, in pedigree analysis. Okay. Now remember, these important and standard symbols which are used in the pedigree analysis method, those symbols are given in NCERT also, that we will discuss here. Okay. Now pedigree analysis 1 marks ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಜಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇವೆರಡರ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Now I will rub this completely because it requires more space to discuss the symbols. Symbols ಯಾವದವ್ರಿ, that is the important and standard symbols used in pedigree analysis are, first, these are also given in NCERT, please concentrate. This symbol for what? Normal male. Next, this is the symbol for normal female, daughter ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ this is what unspecified sex or sex unspecified, male or female not determined. Okay, sex unspecified, that is one. Now after this is what male, remember affected male, and ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಲ್ರಿ. This is what affected female. Okay. So we will write here affected children's, male ಇರಬಹುದು female ಇರಬಹುದು. Affected children's, that is affected male child, affected female child with a particular disease. Affected children's with disease, ಯಾವುದೇ disease ಇರಬಹುದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay, now after that next class here symbol is, this is male, symbol for female. This give that horizontal line, nothing but what, mating between male and female, that is mating between male and female. Now remember ಇನ್ನೊಂದು mating will ಬರ್ತದೆ. These symbols are very important for the entrance point of view. Okay. Now this is what, mating between close relatives or relatives, mating between relatives. These all symbols are given in NCERT. Please concentrate on this. Mating nothing but that is sexual activity for the reproduction. Okay, so that is mating between the relatives. This is also called as, the word given in NCERT, consanguineous mating. This word is important. Okay. Consanguineous mating, that is. Okay. Now listen, this is the mating between the close relatives and the mating one, normally between the male and female. Okay. After this symbol, these are the parental generation. And now this vertical line shows the progeny. ಯಾವ ತರ ನೋಡಿ, that is male offspring. Now this is female offspring. Now what this symbol shows, parents with their children's, parents with their children's in order, that is left to right. Remember the left symbol shows that first offspring of these parents. Okay, that is first offspring and second offspring. You can write here offsprings from left to right. First offspring always written on the left, that is this side. Okay, and then second offspring. Okay, so what is here, parents with their children's. Now here remember vertical line shows VGT, very important term here again, vertical line gene transfer. Vertical gene transfer normally know. Molecular basis of inheritance chapter ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, horizontal gene transfer ಇತ್ತು. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನು ಗ್ರಿಫಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಪ್ಟೋಕೋಕಸ್ ನಿಮೋನಿಯಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. That is S type bacteria, its genetic material was transferred to R type bacteria. So that is bacteria to bacteria. Same generation ಒಳಗೆ gene transfer ಆದಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, horizontal gene transfer. But one generation ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು generation ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ gene ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ, that is called vertical gene transfer, VGT in this chapter. Okay, molecular basis of inheritance ಒಳಗೆ horizontal HGT, that was. Now here after that I will write one symbol again, parents with affected male child. Affected ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇವಾಗ? Now this will be dark. I will write here, parents with affected male child. So these are the symbols used in the pedigree analysis. These are few standard symbols like that. Idu bitti ಕೆಲವೊಂದು symbols ಅದರಿ. You know the carrier term? This is male carrier. Means one chromosome is normal, whereas its homologous pair of the chromosome is having affected gene, mutated gene. So that is called carrier son or male. Okay. And now female ಯಾವ ತರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? Half dark. That is nothing but carrier female. Carrier female. Or you can write this symbol like this. Central. This is again nothing but carrier female. So these are the symbols, important and standard symbols used in the pedigree analysis. Okay, why these symbols are very important? Remember, pea plant ಒಳಗೆ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? That was again very easy. He crossed the F1 generation. Okay, F1 generation, that is nothing but tall crossed with dwarf. We got all the tall plants in the F1. What he did? He did selfing. Okay, that is the tall plant of F1 generation, male tall plant, that is crossed with again the plant of F1 only. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Selfing. Even it is called biologically brother sister mating, which is not possible in the human beings. That is one. So pedigree analysis is the method, only method used to study the inheritance of these characters. Okay, by using these symbols, you can study the transmission or inheritance of a particular trait from generation to generation, like that. Okay, so after this, again few symbols are there. These symbols are very important. Please note it down. Book ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ like this. Unaffected children, 5 children, like that. Unaffected children. Short ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಂತೆ. Okay, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ symbols draw ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ that is unaffected children. That is one. This symbol also given in NCERT. After that, one extra point will ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. Twins cases. Dizygotic twins, monozygotic twins are there. What are those? You might have studied in human reproduction chapter, that is twin formation, that is reproductive health ಒಳಗೆ. 4th chapter from the first unit. Remember, these are parents, father and mother ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಇವಾಗ. This is symbol used for normal male, symbol used for normal female. Okay. Now if they produced, that is twins, if both the twins are male, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು other case, if both the twins are female, ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? Monozygotic twins. Monozygotic twins. I will explain it again in short. Okay, what is that? Another chance, that is one. That is normal male and normal female mating. ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ? ಎರಡು ಮೇಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, both maybe again female also, and third chance in the twins, dizygotic twins ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. One offspring may be formed or developed into male and other offspring may develop into female. How it is possible? Listen. Now these are called dizygotic twins. Now what is this concept? Just listen. Monozygotic twins, dizygotic twins. What is the difference here? Remember, when the male gamete, okay, inseminated into the female reproductive tract, sperms are going to fertilize the ovum. Of course, human reproduction only ovum. Okay. Now, after, I will write here in short. Suppose this is the sperm. When it comes to this ovum, it fuses and forms what? The sperm donates its gametes, chromosomes. Okay. Totally chromosomes, and it will become 2n. Now we will call it as zygote, isn't it? Zygote. Zygote ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? It will start to divide repeated. That is, repeatedly it is going to divide mitotically ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. The repeated mitotic division is called, that is nothing but ಯಾವ stage ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Morula, like that. That is 8-celled stage, 16-celled stage, 32-celled stage. Now what happens? Remember, zygote ಯಾವಾಗ divide ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದ, okay, size ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ, but number of cells what? Increases. Okay, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇವಾಗ? ಈ zygote ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಒಂದರೊಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಆಗ್ತದ, and then it 4, then 8 and 16 like that. So size remains same in the zygote and the number of cells increases. Okay, but during this division, in case it divides and separate from each other, now suppose in sperm is fertilized agadi, if that sperm carries y, this sperm carries y, these both offsprings formed from the same zygote will what? Male offsprings, because they are fertilized by the same sperm, that sperm carrying y chromosome. But during division enagta ide, okay, that is one. Okay, so during division the sperm is splitted, that is a zygote is splitted into two cells separate, and those two separate zygotes which are divided from the single zygote, they will attach, implant to the uterine wall, and they develop into two different babies. That is nothing but they are formed from single zygote, isn't it? That is monozygotic twins. Now in case this sperm, if it would carry X chromosome, they will develop into what? Female offspring. Now we line actively, this horizontal line, they all are formed from, that is one chromosome, that is one sperm, hence what? And formed from a single zygote, hence we are giving this line, we are attaching these two offsprings here. Okay. So that is called monozygotic twins. Now ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? Y ಇದ್ದಾಗ both the twins, both the offsprings will be male, and if the chromosome, if the sperm carrying X chromosome, it will develop into female offsprings. That is what, that is called monozygotic twins. In rare case, what happens? You know already, that is the production of ovum. If in a menstrual cycle two ovums are produced, you know already, that is alternatingly the ovary produces the ovum, right side ovary, left side ovary, that is in the female body, lower abdomen part. So in case when two ovums are produced simultaneously, and you know millions of sperms are going to fertilize the ovary, that is ovum. Okay. So in case when the two sperms fertilize separately two ovums, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅವಾಗ? How many zygotes are going to form? 2. How it is going to be possible? That is in very rare case that is, simultaneously, if after menstrual cycle, if two ovums are produced simultaneously and those two ovums are fertilized by two separate sperms, isn't it? So ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ? If the sperm, both the sperms which are fertilizing separately to both the ovums, both if carry y, offsprings will be male only, remember, but they are fertilized by different sperms and they are developed from different zygote, hence called dizygotic. Now ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Attachment line ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, like this, isn't it? ಎರಡು zygote form ಆಗಿರಿ, because ovum is release ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಎರಡು, and sperm required ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ fertilize ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡು, that is dizygotic twins. Suppose ಎರಡು sperm ಒಳಗೆ y ಇತ್ತು, both the offsprings, both the zygote give what? Male offspring. Same, if both the sperm contains XX chromosome and these sperms fertilize separately to the separate ovum, that will develop that zygote, both the zygote develop into two female offsprings. Now, this is again case. If one sperm carrying Y fertilizes one ovum and another sperm carrying X chromosome fertilizes another ovum, you know simultaneously two ovums are produced on 3D. The ovum which is fertilized by Y carrying sperm, Y chromosome carrying sperm, that zygote develops into what? After fertilization, zygote develops into male offspring. And here the ovum which is fertilized by the sperm carrying X chromosome, after fertilization, that will form zygote, will develop into, that zygote develop into female offspring. So you totally have dizygotic twins, and this is symbol used for monozygotic twins. Okay, simple. I think you have understood this now. This is not part of this chapter. To just clear this doubt, I explained in brief. Dizygotic twins. Okay. This is a very rare case. So this is about total symbols used in pedigree analysis. Okay. After this, I will give an introduction of just one heading, that is human genetics. And we will go with that detail in next class. Human genetics. Human genetics. The study of inheritance of genes on chromosomes in humans. In what? In humans is called human genetics. Is called human genetics. Now listen. The human genetics, the study of human genetics was first time studied by, that is, scientist Sir Archibald Garrod. Archibald Garrod. In 1902, year and it's okay. But name is important. Study of human genetics was first time studied by the scientist Archibald Garrod. Okay. Now, and he is considered as father of human genetics. Very important this, human genetics. Father of human genetics, also known as biochemical genetics. Biochemical genetics. Okay. He discovered one disorder while studying the human genetics. The disorder name is black urine disease or disorder, also called alkaptonuria. Alkaptonuria. This is very important word, name of the disease. Here the urine becomes black, which is again a genetic disorder, and this was first time discovered by scientist Archibald Garrod. And he discovery agad nanತರ, that is, he totally studied that is human genetics, and after his discoveries, he also known as that is father of human genetics, also known as biochemical genetics. Biochemical, it's okay. biochemical genetics. Okay, now what he discovered, which disorder? Black urine disorder, also known as alkaptonuria. Okay, so in which the urine color will be, that is not pale yellow, it will be black one. Okay, now listen. The human genetics, that is we are studying this in the human heading human genetics. Inheritance follow Mendelian inheritance pattern. Mendelian inheritance pattern. Hence, it is also called Mendelian disorder. That is genetic disorders also called as Mendelian disorders. Remember, human genetics ಒಳಗ, okay, genetic disorder to heading it. Okay, that we will discuss in the next class again in detail. So the genetic disorders, okay, follow the inheritance pattern of same of, that is Mendelian inheritance pattern, and hence it is called Mendelian disorders. Nothing but what? Genetic disorders. Genetic disorders. Genetic disorders follow the inheritance pattern as that of the Mendelian's inheritance pattern, and hence they are also called as Mendelian disorders. Okay. Now, Mendelian disorders are again of two types that we will study in detail in the next class. Please, till then, read well. Thank you. The concept which is discussed in today's class, it is again very important. NCERT ಒಳಗಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಒಳಗಾಗಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. And in the next class we will come to the next topic. Till then, read well. Thank you.